Let us do another solved example. A parachutist bails out from an aeroplane and after dropping through a distance of 40 meter, he opens the parachute and deaccelerates at the rate of 2 meter per second square. So if we make the diagram, then let us say that this is the ground and this is plane, and the parachutist dropped out of the plane at some distance and it underwent a free fall after dropping through a distance of 40 meters. That means for 40 meters there was a free fall. So for this, G was equal to 9.8 meter per second square. And then the question says that after 40 meter he opens the parachute and deaccelerates at the rate of 2 meter per second square. That means from this point, after 40 meters, he opens the parachute. At this point he opens the parachute, and then for the rest of the journey, for till he reaches the ground, he is deaccelerating at the rate of 2 meter per second square. So that means the acceleration is in upward direction, 2 meter per second square. So this is the complete motion, and we have to find if he reaches the ground with a speed of 2 meter per second. So the final speed here is 2 meter per second. Since he is dropping from here, so here the speed is, initial speed is 0. How long was he in the air? For the entire journey we have to calculate the time, and at what height he bailed out. So that means we have to calculate the height of the plane from the ground when the parachutist dropped out of it. So we can divide this journey into two parts: for the first 40 meters when there was a free fall, and for the next of the distance when he was deaccelerating. So we'll divide this journey and we'll write during free fall, that is during the first part of the journey. During free fall the initial velocity was 0. The acceleration was 9.8 meter per second square. Now it is taken as positive because the motion of the body, the motion of the parachutist is in the direction of G. So G will be taken as positive. For the distance that he was in free fall, that distance is given as 40 meters, and we have to find the t. For this much journey we will find t, and we will also find the velocity at this point, so that this point, velocity at this point can act as the initial velocity for the rest of the journey. So we'll find both of these values. Now we can use second equation of motion, x equals to ut plus half gt square. I'll use acceleration due to gravity. You substitute the values. 40 equals to 0 plus half into 9.8 into t square, and if you solve this, then we will get the value of t as 2.86 seconds. You can do the maths yourself. Then we can apply the formula. First equation of motion, v equals to u plus gt. So u will be 0, 9.8, and we will use this value of time here, 2.86 seconds. So we'll get the value of final velocity for the free fall, and it will be equal to 28 meter per second. Approximately it will be equal to 28 meter per second. So that means for the first 40 meters of free fall he took a time of 2.86 seconds, and at the end of free fall his velocity was 28 meter per second. So that means for the rest of the journey, when the parachutist is deaccelerating, for the rest of the part he opened the parachute and there was a deacceleration of 2 meter per second square. So we can write the initial velocity for this journey from here to here, from this point to the ground. The initial velocity will be this value, the final velocity at this point, which is equal to 28 meter per second. Now acceleration, he is deaccelerating, that means the direction of acceleration is in upward direction. So we are going to take this as negative, because this a is in opposite direction of the velocity. The velocity is in this direction and a is in upward direction, so a we are going to take negative. And also it is given that he is reaching the ground, he reaches the ground with a speed of 2 meter per second. That means the final velocity of this journey is 2 meter per second. Now since it is a constant, since it is a uniform acceleration, so we can directly apply first equation of motion, v equals to u plus at. From here we can find out t, which will be equal to v minus u upon a. Putting the value, it will be equal to 2 minus 28 upon minus 2. So if you calculate it, you will get the value of this value will be equal to 13 seconds. Time will be equal to 13 seconds. So for the rest of the journey, for this much journey, the time taken is 13 seconds. Then we can apply again the second equation of motion. It will be a now, and this, if we substitute the values, it will be 28 into time will be 13 minus half into 2 into 13 square. Now you can solve this part yourself. You will get the value of x to be equal to 195 meters. That means this entire journey, this much height is equal to 195 meters. So now we can find both the things. If he reaches the ground, how long is he in air? That means the total time. So time taken in this journey plus time taken in this journey. So total time will be equal to 13 seconds plus 2.8 second. So this will be equal to 15.86 second. This will be the solution for the first part. And at what height he bailed out, that means this height plus this height. So I'll just write height, and that height will be equal to 195 meter plus the 40 meter which is already given in the question. So plus 40 meter, and this will be equal to 235 meter, and this will be the solution of the second part of the question.